What's going on? It's your boy Marcus Harvey, the Barber Star, and I'm gonna show you how to do a bevel lineup. Here we go. I wanna make a straight line, but I don't wanna go too deep into his hairline to where it pushes it back. Push back, that's what we call it, offensive lineman hairline. We also wanna make sure that we see the way that the hair is growing. His hair kind of grows sideways. So you always wanna comb the hair to where it's going. We wanna keep it at an angle from the corner to the bridge of the eyebrow. On this side, as you can also tell, there's a lot of new growth in there. Some people like very exaggerated curves. We're gonna also do that. I've already pre-cut his hairline in the front. I've actually faded the front just so that the weight is taken out, so that I can have a crispy haircut line. All right, I'm gonna start with the V2. V2 is the new improved blade that we have at Bevel. Whenever I start with the hairline, I always step and kind of see where the middle of his hairline is. Boom, right there. All right, so we wanna match everything from in this area going out. Now, I'm one of those guys who goes inch by inch so that I don't push nothing back. Because with most hairlines, you don't wanna make a new hairline. You just wanna enhance what they have. I always like to kind of establish that with the V2 just because it's a shorter blade and it allows me to kind of stay within my eye's reach of where I wanna start or where I wanna finish. I always kind of follow up with a T-blade because the T-blade is a lot larger and it covers a lot more head space. We can actually get done with our lineup a lot faster as a result of using this. Like I said, I'm only going to the bottom of it. I'm not digging into the hairline because I want to maintain the natural shape of his hairline so that when he comes back the next week, I don't have to do too much work. There's not a lot of new growth. The bevel blade, with the weight being so heavy at the bottom, and it actually allows you to keep a straight line. So you don't have to kind of like fight with the cord. You're not fighting with any cords. It's pulling your clipper down, messing up your angles. You're actually just having free reign to do what you need to do. With his hairline being cut by someone else prior to me, I had to kind of also figure out a way to obey what has happened to what his natural hair growth does. I'm kind of gonna go between the two just to kind of get him built up to where it can get sharp again. With the power of this motor, you don't need to put a lot of pressure on your client's hairline or their skin. Because with my old clippers, you know, you have to kind of like make a tattoo. You remember how your guys just line you up, make you feel like you got a tattoo on your lineup. But with this, motor and the blade do all the work. Now that I've established these two, I can actually still blend this in now. That's where my detail is gonna start coming in. I'm gonna kind of bridge this part into this so that it's a smoother transition and it doesn't push his line back. Go small by small bit to kind of get that line up straight and polished. I more so kind of put the indentation line in, more so than actually trying to establish like the sharpness with the clippers, because I'm gonna do all that with my razor. Now, when you're establishing your curve, you wanna always kind of gut it out a tad bit, and then I like to always put my points at the end, just so that I know that I'm not, you know, I'm not taking too much hair. Use the corner of my clipper. Same way, match it up. I like to kind of do that move and roll over to the side, just so that I maintain the same angles on both sides of the head. I'm actually doing a little blending with my clipper over comb with my bevel blade, just to kind of blend that hair in on this curve a little bit more. There's too much weight in this area, so I go clipper over comb. When you have a lot of new growth, you kind of want to just establish a soft line, because most of this hair can be brought in with your razor and it's going to look just as sharp and integrated with the rest of the haircut. Back to our priming oil. Follow that up with the foam on the forehead, just so that the blade is a lot smoother. It eliminates irritation and allows that hair to grow back in, less irritated and less prickly, and even allows the cut on the next haircut to be smoother. It's all about prep. Prep the skin, guys, with the Bevel shave cream. Hot towels. Get your hot towels. Cold beards. Oh, that phone, look at that. This looks like it's cold. The shave cream reduces irritation. The hot towel also does the same thing. Got the new bevel blade. Barbers, this thing is so sharp. Like I said, I wanted to integrate that new growth, so I'm able to pull the skin. Pull the skin. I'm pulling the skin as I'm doing this curve so we don't get any buckling or the razor cutting them, because the angle is really unique. Clean the cheeks up with the V2. Go against the grain. A slight pull. Back to the mustache with the V2. Very smooth. You can also make them blow the bubble so that you can get around in this area and in this area to integrate it. Bend your lip. Hold the nostril up so that you can make sure that you can get the head of the razor in this little small area. And then you just follow it up. T-blade, stand right in front, just so that I see a little bit of waviness, so I'm gonna kind of just go my final time over it so that it's cool and straight. Now we're doing the back line, just to integrate everything. Finish up the haircuts, the lineup. Final step, I'm just gonna go back and hit it with the razor one more time just to make that line real established. An older barber told me to always pull the skin, but to not pull it too tight to where you're making a new line, a new curve. That's it, I go little by little to assure that I don't take too much hair off. I can always take more off, I can't put it back on. And there you have it. I'm Marcus Harvey, and this has been a Bevel Masterclass. That's how you bevel up.